So this is the Garmin R10 launch monitor. It is by far one of the most popular launch monitors that is out right now. It gives us all kinds of information on ball launch conditions, ball speed, spin, carry, and a whole lot more. It can even be used as an indoor golf simulator. Now, there are a bunch of golf apps that can be used with the Garmin R10, including the Garmin Golf app and E6 Connect. But which one's really the best one? Well, in today's video, we're going to find out by comparing the R10 to this $50,000 indoor simulator to see which golf app gives us the most accurate numbers. So let's get to it. Before we do the test, there's 4 steps we need to do to help ensure that the Garmin R10 is the most accurate that we can make it. Now, the first thing you have to do is make sure that the Garmin R10 is up to date. One is through the Garmin Golf app. The app will update software updates automatically behind the scenes when the Garmin R10 is connected to your mobile device. Now, the second way you can do this is using the Garmin Express program through your computer. Now, all you have to do is download it from the Garmin website and then connect your Garmin R10 to the software, and it will automatically update the software inside the Garmin R10 each time you connect to it. So once the Garmin R10 has been updated, the next thing you're going to want to do is to make sure that the unit is calibrated. Now, a lot of people don't calibrate the unit before each time they use it, and it's really easy to do. So all you're going to do is to go into the Garmin Golf app, go to device calibration, and then calibrate the Garmin R10. This usually takes anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute, and once calibrated, you know the Garmin R10 is internally ready to go. Once you have the Garmin R10 updated and the unit has been calibrated, you're going to want to make sure that the Garmin R10 is set up in the right location. For indoor use, you're going to need to have the ball at least 8 feet away from the net or screen. Now, 10 to 12 feet is usually recommended, which that means that the unit would be another 6 to 8 feet from behind the ball. Garmin recommends that it's usually around 7 feet to get the best information. In order to get the E6 Connect app, all you have to do is go to the App Store on your iOS or Android device. Type in the words E6 Connect in the search term box, and then once located, download the app to your device. Now, once you've downloaded the app, you will next need to open the Garmin app itself. That's right, the Garmin app, and scroll down to where it says E6 Connect. Tap the screen, and then scroll down a little bit where you'll see a special code. Tap the code, and then it'll copy it. Now, you go ahead and open up the downloaded E6 Connect app, enter the code that you just copied, and now your Garmin R10 should be connected to your E6 Connect, and you're ready to play. So now that we know how to set up the Garmin R10 to get accurate numbers, let's do a little test to see which golf app, either the Garmin Golf app or E6 Connect, gives us the most accurate numbers. And to do so, we're going to be using this $50,000 indoor professional golf simulator as a baseline to see what numbers are right. I'm going to do a practice session. I'm going to hit 3 clubs, my 7-iron, my pitching wedge, and my driver, so we can see which golf app gives the most accurate numbers when using it indoors. On this first shot with the 7-iron, the simulator is showing a carry of 126.5 yards, while the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 133 yards. So a difference of about 6.5 yards. While on the other hand, the E6 showed a carry of 132.2 yards, which is a difference of about 5.5 yards. So for this first round, the E6 takes it. On the second shot with the 7-iron, the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 147 yards, while the simulator showed a carry of 151.9, so a difference of about 3 to 4 yards. While on the other hand, the E6 Connect showed a carry of 150.2 yards, so a difference of about, that's what, like 0.3, so that's super close. I just can't believe how close that is. So again, the E6 takes it for this round. For this third and final shot with the 7-iron, the Garmin Golf app was showing a carry of 163 yards, while the simulator showed a carry of 166.2, so a difference of about 2.5 yards, while the E6 Connect, again, was much closer, showing a carry of 165.6 yards, so a difference of half a yard. So for all 3 rounds, it looks like the E6 takes it in terms of accuracy when it comes to the 7-iron. On this first shot with the pitching wedge, the E6 Connect app was showing a carry of 125.5 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 122.9 yards, so a difference of about 2.5 yards. While on the other hand, the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 124 yards, so a difference of about 1.5 to 2 yards. So for this first round, the Garmin Golf app takes it. On the second shot with the pitching wedge, the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 115 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 121.3, so a difference of about 5.3 yards. While on the other hand, the E6 Connect showed a carry of 117.4, so a difference of about 3 yards. So for the second round, the E6 Connect takes it. On this third and final shot with the pitching wedge, both the Garmin Golf app and the E6 Connect showed a carry of 122 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 120.5 yards. So in respect, this would be a draw, and it's kind of funny because for the pitching wedge, this whole round, I would say it was a draw. Both the Garmin and the E6 Connect won a round, and this last one was a draw. So overall, both the Garmin and the E6 are pretty much equal when it comes to the pitching wedge. On this first shot of the driver, the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 230 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 218.9, for a difference of about 11 yards, while the E6 Connect showed a carry of 231.8. So for this first round, Garmin takes it because it's within about 10 yards of the drive. For the second shot with the driver, the Garmin Golf app showed a carry of 205 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 201.3. So for a difference of about 3.5 yards. On the other hand, the E6 Connect showed a carry of 193 yards, so that's off about 8 yards. So for the second round, again, the Garmin takes it. For this third and final round, the E6 Connect showed a carry of 216.8 yards, while the sim showed a carry of 212.4, so a difference of about 4 yards. And the Garmin Golf app didn't even pick up the ball. And this happened quite often, a lot, where on the driver, it's either it works well or it doesn't work at all. And in this situation, you can see it here where it just didn't pick it up, and that's kind of the downside to the Garmin Golf app. It's just super inconsistent. So to recap, for the first 3 shots, the 7-iron, the E6 Connect took all 3 of the rounds. It was more accurate than the Garmin Golf app, which didn't really surprise me because the Garmin Golf app is sometimes not that reliable. But then we move on to the pitching wedge, where it was a draw. The first round, the Garmin took it. The second round, the E6 took it. And then the third round, it was a draw. So overall, for the pitching wedge, it was a draw. And then lastly, for the driver, the Garmin Golf app took 2 out of 3, but we did see the problem on that third shot where the Garmin Golf app didn't pick up the drive, which is common. So I am surprised that the Garmin Golf app was a little bit more accurate than the E6 Connect. So in terms of what's the most accurate golf app, I would say overall, this is a draw. 7-iron goes to E6. Pitching wedge was a draw. Driver went to Garmin. So in terms of which one to buy, I would go with neither of them. I'd get both the free versions, both the Garmin Golf app and the E6 Connect. E6 Connect looks way cooler, better graphics, and the free version gives you 6 free courses in the driving range. If you're looking for real accurate numbers, I would just go with Awesome Golf. That's what I found has been the most accurate out of the apps that we've tested so far for the Garmin R10. So big thanks to our friends Indoor Golf Design for letting us use this amazing indoor golf simulator. To be honest, I'm just blown away by the Garmin R10. It's by far one of my favorite golf launch monitors this season. And on average, the R10 comes within 5 yards of this $50,000 indoor golf simulator. I love this little device, and I recommend to any of you guys out there looking for an affordable launch monitor this golf season. Now, I got mine from our good friends at playbetter.com. They're huge supporters of our show and of our community. So there's links down below where you can check out the Garmin R10. But if you're looking for a launch monitor that costs a little bit less and has a ton of cool in-app features, then check out this video right here. We put the Rapsodo to the test. And I'll see you in the next video.